Okay, let's go over skill 3.1, which is writing your ratio. So we want to make sure that you're comfortable creating the ratio and also simplify them as needed. So what I've done here is I have 3 questions we'll go over. The first one will be level 1, which is saying shade the rectangles to represent a 3-to-1 ratio. In other words, we want 3 shaded for every one that is not. So as I go through here, I will shade 3, and for every 3 I don't shade, I'm going to leave open. So I'm going to leave this one open right here. And then I'll go another 3. 3 shaded for every one that is not. So this one will be left open. And then 3 shaded for every one that is not open. So you should see my ratio is still 3-to-1, but notice I have more shaded. So the ratio is actually now 9-to-3. Or in other words, 9 shaded for 3 that are not. You can see that here by counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now the reason why I wanted to show this to you is because the ratio is still 3-to-1. It just has expanded. And this isn't the only way you could write the ratio. You could write it using the word 9-to-3, or in fact, there's another way you could actually show the visualization of this, is that you will have 9 shaded and then 3 not. So this is another way you could have done it. But that's kind of the idea, is you're just maintaining that ratio 3-to-1. And that's all I'm asking you to do. So now level 2 is saying there is a bin of markers. For every 8 red markers, there are 10 purple markers represent the ratio of blue coloring pencils to red coloring pencils, and then simplify. So first off, I apologize that the wording's off. This is saying pencils. Really what we want it to be, I'll just write it this way, is we want it to be red. Let's go red to purple. And now the key thing is that the order does matter. So if I look here, I have 8 red, so therefore 8 will go first. I'll put a colon, and the next one will be 10. So 8 to 10 is what I should have written. If I did 10 to 8, it would be wrong, because then I'm saying 10 red to 8 purple, and that's not what's given here. Okay. Now when it says simplify, what it means is I want to take that ratio and try and have it as small as I can, or what the values that I have are as small as they can be. So what I need to look into is there any number I can divide 8 and 10 by to make them go smaller? Well, hopefully you recognize that both of them are even, so if you're not sure about what number, at least we can scale down by 2. We can divide both of those numbers by 2. And I'm kind of running out of space here, so I'm going to just kind of write right here. 8 divided by 2 would be 4, and then 10 divided by 2 would be 5. And now this is as far as I can go, so my ratio has been simplified to be 4-to-5. And that's it. That's all level 2 is asking. If I go to level 3, this one's saying there are 20 girls, 16 boys in the classroom. Complete the table of ratios below. So what this is asking for is it wants the ratio of boys to girls. So boys to girls. So again, order matters here. So there are 16 boys, so I'll write 16 boys first to 20 girls there. So I'll put 20 there. So I have my ratio of boys to girls is 16-to-20. To simplify the ratio, again, I wanted to get as small as possible. What I'll do is I will notice that both of them are even. So again, I can divide it by 2, which if I do that, that gives me 8, because 16 divided by 2 is 8. 20 divided by 2 is 10. And I have simplified, but I can actually go even further, because notice 8 and 10, I can divide both of those by 2 as well, which would give me 4-to-5. It's just a coincidence that they're both 4-to-5. Last problem, this one. But that would be my simplified ratio, 4-to-5. So I've simplified the ratio of boys to girls, and that's what I would have written there. Okay. Now let's look at the next one. This one's asking for the ratio of girls to total students. So if there are, 20 girls? There are 16 boys in the class, but total, if I add those together, 20 plus 16 would give me 36. So that would be the ratio of girls to total students. So now to simplify that ratio, I will do a similar process. I'll look and notice that, hey, 20 and 36, I can divide both by 2. So that would give me 10 girls to 18 girls. Again, I'm maintaining that relationship. And it looks like I can divide it by 2 again. So that would give me 5 here. 18 divided by 2 gives me 9. So my new ratio would be 5 girls to 9 total students. So I've maintained the ratio. I've just simplified it, so that way the numbers are smaller and easier to compare. And that's it for writing a ratio. So notice it isn't that difficult. Maybe the hard part is the simplifying part. But again, one of the key things is you're looking for a common number that both numbers have. If they're both even, a really simple way of doing that is dividing by 2. So we'll check in. Let me know if this doesn't make sense, and we'll help you out. See ya.